Let's be honest, you've waited for motivation, you've chased it through self-help books, YouTube videos, inspirational quotes, and even late-night TED Talks. You've told yourself, I'll start when I feel inspired. Once I get motivated, I'll finally be consistent. Maybe I just need the right push. But here's the brutal truth. Motivation is a lie. It's not the rocket fuel you think it is. It's a sugar rush, brief, intense, and unreliable. If you rely on motivation to build the life you want, and feelings are fleeting, what works? Systems, discipline, identity, action. Let's break this down and give you the tools to finally move forward without needing the fake high of motivation. The problem with motivation: it's emotion in disguise. Motivation feels like a force, like something powerful and uncontrollable that either strikes or it doesn't. But the truth is, motivation is just a feeling, no different than boredom or hunger. It's an emotion dressed up as a solution. The problem is that emotions fluctuate. You might wake up ready to conquer the world, but by 3 p.m. you're exhausted, scrolling, avoiding. That's not failure, that's biology. Your brain is designed to conserve energy, avoid discomfort, and chase pleasure. So when motivation fades, and it always does, that's why so many people start strong and fizzle fast. The gym membership gets dusty, the journal is abandoned, the side project disappears. It's not because they're lazy, it's because they built their lives around an energy source that was never meant to last. Motivation is great for starting, but terrible for finishing. There's no denying motivation feels amazing when it gets you to start things. It gives you a burst of enthusiasm. You feel limitless. The early mornings, the awkward first reps, the blank pages, the silence after you publish something nobody notices, and then motivation runs out, and then you stop. The truth is, motivation is built for short sprints, not marathons. It can get you off the couch, but it won't carry you to the finish line. The people who succeed at anything, fitness, business, writing, learning, relationships, aren't the ones who are always motivated. So, if motivation doesn't work, what does? Here's what works, broken down into 5 life-altering shifts. 1. Systems beats willpower every time. James Clear said it best in Atomic Habits. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Want to know why you keep falling off track? Because you're relying on willpower instead of designing a system that makes success easier. A system is simply a repeatable process that reduces friction and automates the hard parts. For example, instead of trying to eat healthily, you meal prep every Sunday. Instead of trying to write more, you set a daily 30-minute block. Instead of trying to save money, you set up automatic transfers to your savings account. Systems make action the default. They remove the need for constant decision-making, because the more you have to decide to do the right thing, the more likely you'll cave. Systems protect you from your worst moments. 2. Discipline is greater than desire. Here's something uncomfortable. You won't always want to do it. And that's okay. You don't need to want to, you just need to show up. Discipline is the muscle that moves you when motivation won't. It's what gets you to the gym when you're tired. It's what keeps you writing when the words won't come. It's what keeps you studying, learning, and improving when nobody's watching. And contrary to what people think, discipline isn't brutal, it's actually liberating. It removes the exhausting tug of war between what you should do and what you feel like doing. Imagine never again having to hype yourself up. Imagine simply doing the thing because it's just what you do. Discipline does that. It builds identity. And that identity becomes your freedom. 3. Identity is the root of consistency. Most people try to change their life by changing their goals. I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to earn more money. I want to write a book. But lasting change starts not with what you want, but with who you believe you are. If you see yourself as someone who always quits, guess what? You'll keep quitting. If you see yourself as bad with money, you'll sabotage every financial plan. But if you shift your identity just slightly, everything starts to align. Instead of saying, I'm trying to quit smoking, say, I'm not a smoker. Instead of I want to work out, say, I'm a person who moves every day. Instead of, I hope I can finish this project, say, I'm a finisher. Your identity is your anchor. When motivation fades, your sense of self keeps you steady. 4. Environment is more powerful than intention. Willpower is overrated because environment always wins. If your phone is next to you, you'll check it. If your kitchen is filled with junk food, you'll eat it. If your room is cluttered, your mind will be too. If your friends are lazy, negative, or directionless, you'll absorb that energy. Want to change your behaviour, change your environment, make good decisions frictionless and bad ones inconvenient. Want to read more? Put books by your bed, on your desk, in your bag. Want to work out? Lay out your gym clothes the night before. Want to use your phone less? Charge it in another room. Design your surroundings like you want to win, because you can't out-discipline a distracting world forever, but you can design your world to work with you. 5. Action first, emotion second. One of the most powerful mindset shifts you'll ever make is this: don't wait to feel like doing it. Do it, and the feeling will follow. Motivation doesn't come before action, it comes after. Think about it. Have you ever dreaded going to the gym, then felt great once you started? You don't need motivation to begin. You need to begin to generate motivation. This is called the action to emotion loop. The first few minutes are the hardest. But once momentum kicks in, your brain floods with dopamine and suddenly you're in the zone. So don't focus on the finish. Focus on starting. Just do 2 minutes, just 1 page, just a few reps, then let your brain take over. The myth of motivated people. Ever looked at someone successful and thought, they must be naturally motivated? You're wrong. They're not superhuman. They're just better at managing energy, routine. They've learned that success doesn't come from some mystical fire inside. It's not glamorous, but it works. They do the work especially when they don't feel like it. They show up because it's non-negotiable. Eventually, results show up too. When you stop relying on motivation, you start building power. The real shift happens when you stop seeing motivation as the key and start seeing it as a bonus. You don't need it. It's nice when it shows up, but it's irrelevant when it doesn't. Do you have systems in place? Do you identify as the person you want to become? Do you take action before the feeling arrives? Do you make your environment a partner, not an enemy? Do you honour discipline more than desire? 1. Identify one area you've been relying on motivation for: fitness, writing, business, whatever. 2. Build a 15-minute system around it. Set a timer. Make it easy. 3. Choose an identity that aligns with that goal. I'm a builder, I'm a learner, I'm consistent. 4. Change your environment to make action obvious. 5th act. Today, not tomorrow, even if it's just 5 minutes. And then, final truth. Motivation is a myth we use to justify inaction. It sounds noble, it feels inspiring, but it's a trap. You don't need to feel like it. You need to act despite it. The future you want is built not on energy, but on execution. Not on hope, but on habits. Not on hype, but on hard days when you show up anyway. So stop chasing motivation. It shows up quietly, every day, with or without motivation. What's one thing you'll stop waiting to feel motivated for? Drop it in the comments. Make it real. Want more mindset shifts that work? Subscribe. Your future doesn't need more hype, it needs you in motion.